Hey guys, Christmas is upon us and I am loving it. So today I'm going to share something very special with you, which is a family cookie recipe. We are going to make LINZER tarts. But wait, hold up. I need to get ready. That's more like it. Let's get baking. So I'm really excited to share this video with you today. It is a family recipe and it is in collaboration with a ton of awesome YouTube women who I will show you right here. So we all wanted to get together and we wanted to share our favorite cookie recipes with you so that you have all the recipes that you could possibly need for your holiday season. Whether you're staying in or seeing small family, it is a crazy holiday. So we want to make sure that we have good recipes and good food in our belly. So the recipe I'm sharing with you is LINZER tarts. This is a family favorite in Chris's family. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, they are that sandwich cookie with the raspberry jelly in the middle and powdered sugar on top. I'm sure you've seen them before. Chris's Grammy was very close to him and she was an avid baker. She unfortunately passed right before I met him, so I never got the chance to meet her. But my mother-in-law, although she is a phenomenal cook, baking is not her forte. So Chris is really grateful, and so am I, that I get to pass down the recipes that she left for our family still. One of my favorite things too is that I never met her. I've just heard so much about her, but I could tell by her recipes, they're super simple. So anyone can do these. I'm gonna show you the recipe first and then we're gonna start cooking. If you wanna screenshot this, this is her recipe. I did make some changes you could see. I will go over that, but that is the recipe if you want to screenshot it. You need very minimal ingredients for this recipe. Flour, sugar, salt, butter, and raspberry preserves, and powdered sugar. So it is so simple. A lot of true LINZER tarts have almond flour. You can use that. I just stick to Chris's traditional regular flour and they turn out phenomenal. First thing you're gonna start with is butter. It's 1 cup of butter. Now this is one of the changes that I made. I like to do 1 stick of unsalted and 1 stick of salted. I just like that balance of the saltiness and the sweetness of the unsalted butter. So that's just my preference. You're also going to need a 1/2 cup of white sugar. You're also going to need 2 1/4 cups of flour. Now, I've said this before, I really do firmly believe in sifting your flour if you buy like a store brand, but if you buy a higher quality brand, King Arthur is my favorite, you really don't need to sift it. So I am not gonna sift it, but if you buy a store quality brand, which is totally fine, which I do very frequently if the higher quality brands aren't on sale, so just sift it. It will make a difference. It makes it nice and soft and fluffy. So you're gonna do 2 1/4 cups of flour. Now you're gonna add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt. If you did the sweet cream butter and the salted butter, I would go up to 1/2 teaspoon, but if not, you can stick with 1/4 teaspoon. Now you're just gonna use a fork and whisk that around a little bit so it gets all incorporated. And you're going to take your creamed butter and just quickly scrape the side so it's not all stuck on there. So we're gonna start incorporating the flour into our creamed butter mixture. How simple is this, guys? It's like ridiculous. So this is Chris's like most asked for recipe. Let it snow. That's it. Our cookie mixture is ready to go. Now this is a dough that you're going to need to refrigerate, usually at least 2 hours, if not overnight. I tend to do it overnight, but obviously today I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it in the refrigerator until I put the kids down, and then I'll come back and show you. So all you have to do is take the dough, put it on some saran wrap, and wrap it tightly. Make sure it's patted down like a disc, because it's just going to be easier to roll out when you have to take it out of the refrigerator. So the dough is now in the fridge. We will roll it out later, and I will show you more how to do that. Make sure, guys, that you check the link in the description for all the cookie recipes from all the girls. We have a playlist of all the videos. Check it out. You guys don't want to miss it. The first helpful tool in making LINZER tarts is definitely a LINZER tart cutter. However, you don't really need one. You could totally use a pill bottle cover or really any kind of circle cutter or a biscuit cutter. The only thing is you're not going to have that metal insert, which I really love. So I got it on Amazon for super cheap. Just put LINZER tart cutter. Next, you're going to take your dough, which has been in your refrigerator. You're going to let it sit out for like half an hour, and then you're going to start rolling it on a floured surface. Once you've rolled the dough to the thickness that you want, you're going to take your LINZER tart cutter and you're going to simply I did the top first, and you're just going to put it in and pop out the little heart. The only thing about this cutter, which I hate, is that sometimes the inside of the heart pieces get stuck and it's really annoying. You have to use like a toothpick to clear it out. So that's a little annoying, but I haven't found a better alternative. So if you know one, drop it in the comments below. Now I'm going to move to the bottom pieces, which you're basically taking that little heart insert out and you're just doing regular round circles. So like I said before, you could use a pill bottle cover or a biscuit cutter or anything like that. The only thing is you're not going to have that insert where you see the jelly through the hole. Like with any doughs, once you are done and used all the surface area, you're going to roll it back into a bowl and re-roll it out so you can recut your other cookies. So you're going to see on the second round, when I get to those bottom cookies, it starts to stick a little. If that happens to you, a great thing to do is take a little mini spatula and scoop it off. I didn't do that because I didn't really need to. It wasn't that sticky, but I'm just letting you know, if you see your cookie dough starting to stick to the counter, just use a spatula and scrape it up so you can kind of keep that shape. So at this point, you see that there's a lot of flour on the counter, and I don't like to keep re-rolling the dough because it's going to add too much flour and you're going to change the taste of the dough. So I only did this because I only had a few cookies left to make the sandwiches, so that's fine. You're going to want to bake these cookies at 375 for 7 to 10 minutes, depending on your oven. Once these cookies come out of the oven, you're going to want to move them to a cooling tray just because you need these to cool before you start putting jelly on them. Otherwise, the jelly will melt into the cookie and become a big old mess. So give them about 15 to 20 minutes to cool down. They cool down pretty quickly. So I gotta ask, what is your favorite all-time cookie for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you celebrate? For me, I know it's cliche, but I really love chocolate chip cookies and I like them with the walnuts. I also like the ricotta cookies, and I'm actually going to do them, so you'll see them soon. So we're now going to do the jelly on the cookies, and I love the Bonnie May jelly. It's my favorite. It's like a raspberry preserve. You see the seeds in it. It's just a really high quality jelly, and it's not too expensive. So use a good jelly, and then you're just going to spread it on almost like a sandwich, and then put the top on, and that's it. As a kid, my mom used to bake cookies all the time. She wasn't a huge baker, but she definitely baked cookies, especially during the holidays. So it's a really warm memory for me to bake. As you know, I love baking, but I think it just goes with the holiday season. A nice homemade baked good to give to family and friends is what we always do. And I always use these cookies as a main staple for one of the cookies that I always use in my cookie platters or trays that I give to our friends and family. Once your cookies are all done and you have them, you just take that confectioner's sugar and shake, shake, shake right over. Don't worry, all the white that goes on the top of the jelly will soak into the jelly and it will disappear in like 20 minutes. So you won't see any of the sugar in the middle of the cookie, just on the outside. All right, guys, it is the end of the night. The kids are watching Home Alone. You could probably hear the theme music behind me. I hope you guys had a great time cooking with me. This is a major family favorite for us. I hope you liked it. If you make it, please let me know in the comments below or share it on Instagram. And that's it, guys. This is such a great holiday season. It's been a hard year, so let's make it a really good holiday season. Thank you so much, and I truly love you all. If you guys liked what you see, please give it a big thumbs up, like and subscribe, press that notification bell, and make sure you check out the playlist of all the girls and all the recipes in this collaboration. Thank you guys so much. Mwah!